Hello there. Are you an atheist? Do you believe that you are smarter than your average theist or most theists because you are an atheist? If so, I ask you, follow my train of thought here, where I'm going with this, with what I have to say about this. There's a lot of times you will hear atheists just talking about how atheists are smarter than theists, and I guess the conclusion would have to be that if everyone became atheists, then everyone would be smarter, because majority of atheists are smarter than theists. First thing you got to think about is, what does it mean atheists are smarter than theists? What's the significance of atheists in the society we live in? How many atheists are there, really? You can look this up. You'll find there's 3.1% of atheists in America. As far as I'm concerned, that's no significance whatsoever. That's completely insignificant. 3.1% of the population of America is atheists, and you're basically saying that little amount of people is smarter than, let's say the rest. Now, I'd love to see the study, a statistic, something that shows that all of these theists are actually really dumber than all of these atheists. I want to see that. What I have seen is they've concluded that there are atheists that are smarter than theists, but that doesn't actually mean that if everyone becomes an atheist, that everyone's going to be that much smarter. That actually does not conclude to that. The logical conclusion, the reasonable conclusion would be that if majority of people are theists, that being that there are so many more of them, that you're going to find so many more dumb people. That is a reasonable conclusion. And if majority of people all became atheists, it's reasonable to conclude you will find the same amount or more or less, not that much difference, not that much off one way or the other of atheists. Why? Because human beings are what they are. They're going to do what they're going to do. They're not going to believe in religion. They're going to believe in something else. There's a whole human aspect here that's just completely like out the door. Like there's an idea here that being an atheist is superior than being a theist. And there is no evidence that shows that whatsoever. 3.1% of people being not as dumb as theists does not show. That's what I would assume makes sense. I've yet to see the study that show that the 3% actually are smarter than the majority of theists. You show me the study that shows 3.1% of atheists are actually smarter than the majority of theists, fine. Then we can have a conversation about that. But all I've seen is that you like theoretical hypotheticals, this and that atheists are smarter. We generally find that atheists are smarter than theists. So it doesn't actually explain what that means. That's a very important question there. What does it mean that atheists are smarter than theists? It might sound like something that just makes sense on its face, that yeah, well, it means that they're smarter than theists, but you got to dive into it more, because if there's only so little atheists out there, is the amount of atheists out there significant? I don't think it's significant. I don't think it's significant to 3.1% of people in America being atheists, and that 3.1% smarter than, let's say, a lot of theists out there. A lot of theists out there. There are so many of them. The chance of there not being some of them or a lot of them dumb, and that a lot of them being dumb being more than the amount of atheists are out there, I think is slim to none. Unless you can show me the evidence, show me otherwise, that atheists are really this amount of atheists and there's this amount of theists, and look at the numbers that they match of this amount of theists out there. The majority of theists are really dumber, like 70%. Like, let's say you come and you show me that, look, 50% of theists are dumber than these 3% of atheists. Is that what's going on here? Or are you just finding that there are that many more dumb people amongst theists and concluding that there are so many more atheists that are smarter than this amount of theists? So this whole thing just, I have yet to find the evidence. Someone has the evidence to show me otherwise. I'd love to see the evidence to show me otherwise. Until then, all the best, and thanks for watching.